With a population of over 163 million, Bangladesh is the 8th most populous country in the world. Its capital, Dhaka, is also the most densely populated city on earth. Located in South Asia, it is home to the world's largest river delta and roaming Royal Bengal tigers in the Sundarbans. Bangladesh is also one of the largest apparel exporters in the world, with its textiles and garment sector producing about 60% of the clothes sold in Europe and another 40% in the American market. Given its success in the textiles and garment sector, it is apparent that Nigeria could learn a thing or two from the South Asian country. Now joining us from Abuja to discuss Nigeria's trade and diplomatic ties with Bangladesh and how it should learn from its expertise in garment production is Ambassador Mujibur Rahman, the country's High Commissioner to Nigeria, who will also be talking to us about his country's 50 years of nationhood and the 100th birthday anniversary of the founding father of Bangladesh, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Welcome to the show, Ambassador, and good morning.
Thank you, Arise TV, and thank you, Lagos, the center of Nigeria in terms of finance, culture, and industry. I'm very pleased to be here for the third time since my arrival in Abuja on 10 March. And I immediately, in 2 weeks' time, in a shorter span of time, presented my credential to His Excellency, Honorable President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. It's a great honor and privilege that it took only 2 weeks. During this short time, I think I have grasped the core cracks of how Bangladesh-Nigeria bilateral cooperation should move ahead at a time when Bangladesh is celebrating its 50th anniversary of independence and Nigeria is also celebrating its 61st anniversary of independence. Considering our history and emergence as a nationhood almost on the same decade in the span of 11 years, the two countries going forward into a developing country and journey looks quite similar in terms of socioeconomics, in terms of industrial, emancipation and diversification, the quest for diversification, as well as quest for COVID economic recovery. So there are a lot of synergies, complementarities that both countries actually, work on together. As I am speaking, we have near about 5-6 agreements pending in different areas, from agriculture to education to avoidance of double taxation to investment to defense, as well as institutional agreements between Nigerian Institute of International Affairs and Bangladesh's counterpart of the similar institute. So it's a very much, forging and diverse relations that we are expecting in the coming days, coming months. But to reflect on it, let me just thank the government of Nigeria for, unveiling the, memorial stamp by the Nigerian Post to honor Bangladesh's father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, whose 100th birthday we are celebrating in Bangladesh at a very historic confluence of the 50th anniversary. As we speak, Bangladesh and Nigeria looks, on the same journey in the economic landscape, with Nigeria's nominal GDP at 24th, Bangladesh's is about 34th. As per capita GDP, we are also at the similar forefront, although Bangladesh is slightly ahead of Nigeria. And in terms of our economic stand with purchasing power parity, Bangladesh is 29th, Nigeria is 24th. And both countries love football. Both countries' people love rice. You love jollof rice. We love biryani and other things. We are great connoisseur of arts, music, films, as well as poetry, literature. Nigerians are so. So there are a lot of similarities if I reflect today. So it's been a great pleasure to see that also that your government has extended a letter congratulating Bangladesh on its 50th anniversary of independence from Honorable President of Nigeria to our Honorable Prime Minister, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina, as well as from Honorable Foreign Minister of Nigeria to our Foreign Minister. Both countries had been interacting on web format despite the COVID. We had opened up a trade center in the embassy, this commercial display room, which was inaugurated by both countries' trade minister at a webinar last year. And we also had this, memorial stamp also inaugurated by the two foreign ministers together. So it's looking very exciting to work on a robust areas. Yeah.
Ambassador Rahman, yes, congratulations on the 50th anniversary, but we'd like you to tell us a little bit more about this golden jubilee of the independence of Bangladesh. How will you say your country has fared over a period of 50 years, particularly with regard to the legacy of Sheikh Mujib, the founding father of the nation? Is it an ongoing legacy, or are there specific challenges that Bangladesh has also faced in the last 50 years that a developing country like Nigeria can also learn from?
Our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, left behind a legacy that has been the lifeblood for Bangladesh, for past, present, and future, in the context that our constitution has been established by the visionary ideals and principle of father of the nation that also stood on the four pillars: democracy, secularism, socialism, that is justice for everybody, and equal share and equal rights, and then based on nationalism, which emanates from the soil, from the creed, culture, and ethos of the people, from the language that we speak. So similar sentiments also reverberate around Nigeria's independence. Your founding fathers had founded Nigeria in 1961 on the similar ethos. I think the very foundation, ethos, legacies that our mutual, founding fathers have laid down for our two countries are actually guiding, and it has the future, pathway for bringing about peace, progress, and prosperity to our peoples. For Bangladesh, it has been working excellently with Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, has been spearheading the country's economic and social progress, social development progress, rural development, women empowerment, gender equality, and fight for climate change issues has been very critical. Her role as leader in the recent climate conference in Glasgow has been very much appreciated in the Western media, that as a leader from the developing nation, she has been seen as the voice of many of the countries that are on the back foot of the carbon emission of carbon and the global warming and the impact of global warming. Bangladesh is playing a leadership role as a CVF chair, Climate Vulnerable Forum country, and we are also currently the D8 chair. Let me tell that Nigeria and Bangladesh collaborate under the aegis of D8, NAM, Group of 77, then under the Commonwealth we are together, and also under the UN and its special agencies. Often our two countries take similar stand, and quite frequently we support each other. So we have a long history of partnership, and also in the peacekeeping operations, our two friendly military forces, Navy, Air, and Army are in camaraderie to find a solution to the most troubled hotspots and to find peace and stability. In fact, Bangladesh and Nigeria maintain a very robust training and security cooperations between our two countries in terms of training, logistics, and other collaborations. In fact, I did my national defense course in National Defense College in Mirpur, and I had 5 Nigerian defense officials, so I have been introduced with the Nigerian affairs, since then. So it's been quite lovely to come back after the National Defense College course that my government has sent me here and to work on the Bangladesh-Nigeria areas. I think it's been quite important, I think, for me.
Oh, fantastic. So can you tell us the trade opportunities between Bangladesh and Nigeria?
Well, Bangladesh and Nigeria trade relations are evolving. There are huge potentials, I can tell you. Recently, there was an investment summit conducted by the Dhaka Chamber of Commerce and Industries, which was inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister, and Honorable Foreign Minister was a special guest of honor. And in that event, there are 269 B2B meetings, and Nigerian entrepreneurs have been very much present in many of those B2B meetings, and there are 5 countries that has pledged, during the 7-day investment summit to invest in Bangladesh. Nigeria is one of the countries, mentionably, as expressed by the press release of the Dhaka Chamber of Commerce and Industries. In fact, Dhaka Chamber of Commerce and Industries are in MOU with Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industries currently, and Nasima has an MOU with the Federation of Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce and Industries. There are arrangements underway for mutual visits, because as the COVID pandemic looks, getting decayed and weakened, I think it is very important that both countries' entrepreneurs, step forward and, meet directly rather than webinar in order to, steer the trade potentials. We have $144 million of trade, bilateral two-way trade, which has been made tenfold from last year. Mostly on the Nigerian side, our export is gradually increasing, but not mentionable inside, $10 million mark. So, but we are witnessing some new interest in the Nigerian entrepreneurs to visit Bangladesh and, get the Bangladesh's, products in the garments, textiles, home electronics products, pharmaceuticals products, most importantly, and also ceramics, leather. These are the major things. And Nigerian entrepreneurs can also look for the IT solutions and software products, which are very much affordable and high quality, world class. As Bangladesh's IT export has reached beyond $1 billion, we also eye that we can have a stake of $5 billion from this market by 2025. And we have the high-tech parks in the country under the direct supervision of Honorable Prime Minister, 28 high-tech parks. Our government has created 100 specialized economic zones for country-specific, export-specific. That is also, directly under the supervision of the Honorable Prime Minister's office. And countries, economic, macroeconomic context and, financial stability and microeconomic stability is robust, with Moody's rating the Bangladesh's, solvency rating at a very safe and high standard, which is quite reasonable for the country to go behind. Currently, we have more than a dozen multi-billion-dollar mega projects, infrastructure, communication networks, energy, and power generation. Our government has made a great leap forward, making, when they came to power in 2009, it was 3,500 megawatt of power. And now we have a power generation up to 25,000 megawatt, and sometimes surplus. So still we are working on a nuclear power project with the collaboration of Russia at Rupur. So that's a 22,400 megawatt power generation. So the main focus of our government is to have a energy security as well as food security, where we are also working. I think Nigeria is also on the similar footprint of food security and energy security, as well as Nigeria is also working out to diversify its export and economic basket. Bangladesh is also doing the same thing. So I think this is the right moment for two countries' entrepreneurs and also the political leadership will take firm root and firm stepping in course of coming days. We look forward to have high bilateral visits at an appropriate level, inshallah, very soon. Thank you.
Right. So real quickly, post-COVID recovery for Nigeria, what are the lessons we can learn and how can we accelerate post-COVID recovery growth for Nigeria?
That's a very interesting and very timely questions for any developing country. I think the COVID pandemic has disrupted the global supply chain, disrupted the marketing channels and the demands and supply situations in countries. So and created a major shift in context to the economies of a scale, purchasing power parity of different countries. So there is a gradual major shift between countries based on how country has actually, fought this COVID pandemic. I think Nigerians had fought this COVID pandemic brilliantly with a direct supervision under a special cell created at the presidency of Honorable President Buhari, and that has been very much forthright and science guided. And the Nigerians are also very much health conscious. Their food habit is very much, organic in nature and very much healthy. They have a very routine life. I mean, going to sleep early and getting back very early. So that's a very precondition, good rest. And also, there are good, anti-COVID mechanism in every place, like, major points where people actually meet in hotels, in airports, in airlines. So those things were actually done. So I think Nigeria is one of the countries like Bangladesh that had, faced the COVID pandemic recovery very nicely. And that has been reflected in your country's Q1 and Q2 economic growth perspective. Q1 showed some vitality and the economy is bouncing back plus 5%, 5.1 or something. And Q2 will be no exceptions, I can tell you. And that is a significant context that the currencies have been stabilizing gradually, although it has shifted further up, but it will stabilize expectedly as the foreign investors, gain and belief in Nigeria has been demonstrated by the rise in recent, its investment portfolio in Nigeria. And also I have witnessed the visit of your Honorable Prime Minister, President, taking the, major, business leading, private entities into the Saudi Arabian Future Investment Summit. And the outcome will be very forthright. And Nigerian entrepreneurs are very much keen. They are very much, eager to, participate in Bangladesh's events as well. We are having another major investment summit coming week-long by the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority at the end of November. And I have personally gone to different chambers. I came to Lagos chamber twice in this beautiful city. I went to Calabar. I will go to Port Harcourt. Kaduna chambers came to us. Kano chamber came to us. Nasima chamber came to us. I went to the Abuja chamber. We have been meeting frequently among the businessmen. We are working round the clock. And we look forward to create the two countries' entrepreneurs into the same fold and making the best of trade and investment. But I can see a very good road ahead, very prospective road ahead, very fruitful road ahead for Nigerians' trade and investment and commercial journey ahead. And that will generate all the momentum in the political spectrum of your country.
Well,
thank you.
Great point, Ambassador, because I was just going to ask you, how can the business community in Nigeria access opportunities in Bangladesh? And you've done justice to that. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.